What's up, guys? Well, it's been about a week since I actually did anything on this. Done a couple of little bits here and there, but nothing I've really videoed. Obviously, it's battling the rain, but it's supposed to be a bit nicer today, so let's see what we can get done. So, couple of things. Where I left off, headlights are working, side lights are working. I want to get the turn signals sorted out. I'm going to do a little bit, I want to get some of the connections made to the fuse box, and I want to get these backlights sorted out and all of the system back here tested. So that is going to be basically this video. It's just going through stuff, getting it tested, making sure it works, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. I'm not going to promise I'll get finished this time round. Forecast's a bit funky, so yeah, let's see what we can get done. Well, things are moving along there. That's the fuse box almost completely connected up now. That's all the main connections made, at least. Obviously it still needs tidying up. I won't do any major tidying until everything is tested and confirmed as working. So I'm gonna start moving towards doing the rear section, get all the rear components hooked up. I still have a couple of cables here to go in, stoplight switch, horn, and what's the other one? There's another one. Stoplight switch, horn, and reverse lights. But they all just connect basically down there. So yeah, overall everything's pretty much going to plan. So I've been doing a bit on the van this morning. It is a lot drier out here. The sun's actually shining there a bit, so everything's drying up nicely. I've got the fuel tank sender unit all hooked up now. I'm just working my way through some of this. We've got the ignition coil here. That one there, this ground, I don't actually have on my van. I don't need it. This one is, I believe, for the alternator. It's the exciter wire for the alternator, and that goes to the battery light on the dashboard. And then we have, of course, these here. These are all for the blower, which I don't actually have on this van. And after talking to a few people, have said that I don't really need to add it because the fan on the actual shroud itself is more than adequate, so I don't need the additional blow motor. So I see no reason to install it. So these will be terminated. What I'll probably do with one of them though, I won't be using that one. That one actually goes to the battery, so I do need to terminate him so he doesn't ground out on anything. The blue actually, it connects, strangely enough, it would connect to the external regulator on the alternator. Yeah, I find that bizarre, but apparently so. And these two were just grounds. One was just a straight up ground for the motor, and that one would go to the dashboard switch, which I now know my controller doesn't have. So yeah, but basically what I may do is this one here that goes to the dashboard switch, normally I might actually use that for the rear fog lights. So I'm not doing anything with that at the moment, but yeah, that's basically where I'm up to. I'm going to move up to the front shortly, and then we're going to get started up there with the horn and the brake lights and what have you. Oh yeah, and I've got those stuck in. The nuts, they're going to get replaced. I've just got them in there just so it holds the bulbs and everything. Well, we have four-way flashers. I don't have indicators yet. Turn signals. Are we in the back or not? Yeah, I've still got to sort out the back, but yeah, I definitely have flashers on the front. I've got headlights all hooked up. Yeah, we're moving along quite nicely. loud relay that as well. I can hear it outside here. But yeah, I'm just putting a single fuse in, testing the system, moving on to the next, testing the system, and so on and so forth. So I am having issues with this indicator stalk again. It's working on the left, it's just not working on the right. So I'm gonna probably have to have a look around, see if I can pick one up somewhere. I've messed about with it. I am going to be away tomorrow. Just having a day off. A few of us just heading off with a couple of vehicles. Just have just a day out, so to speak. But yeah, when I get back, then I'll probably take the switch off again and dismantle it. See if I can figure something out with it. Just give the contacts a cleaning it up and everything, put it back together, see what happens. But otherwise, indicators are working nicely there. Back ones, there's power going to them, it's just the actual housings aren't cooperating very well, so that's why I want them replaced. But otherwise, yeah. Well, basically there I am going to install this switch now, so he's in and out of the way. I've still got the cigarette lighter switch to install. Yeah, that's about it. We'll basically be done. I still have a few bits to do on the dashboard. I need to put the new glass in, that's why the dash isn't in yet. Plus, having plastic on that window, I need to get that window sealed up better. Overall, I'm really happy with how it's come together. It's been a bit of a pain. It's taken longer than I'd anticipated, but a lot of that's been down to waiting on stuff and the weather. I mean, there's been several days where I've been out here and I've gotten maybe an hour, maybe hour and a half, something like that. So it has really limited my amount of time that I could spend, because you don't want to be doing this in the rain. It's not so bad when you're inside, but it's when you're having to keep going out, coming in, coming out. Everything just gets wet, and it just gets, it makes life just a little bit more difficult. Anyway, I'm going to get that installed, and like I say, I've still got some cabling to go in down here for the fog lights, hence the doodahs there, but I think I can zip tie a lot of this together now, get it up out of the way, and then that's it. It's in there and it's taken care of. Well, just on a side note, obviously you'll have seen the video on me messing about with this now, but since then I have actually obtained a couple of more tins. I went digging. I did find a bag of stuff that had just gotten put to one side, so basically the only thing I need now is the bits that go under, just two of them, that's it, and the bit that kind of goes on the bottom of there, it's like an outlet, and unfortunately you've got to buy it with that. So far I haven't been able to find anyone selling it separately, but yeah, we're a little bit away from that, worrying about that for now, but yeah, I thought I would just update you on that. I'm still like a 5-year-old around this. I enjoy engines. I like engines, always have. I like it, especially when it's something that I haven't worked on before. And it's like that little journey of exploration, finding out the unique way manufacturers do things. And especially with the older stuff. It was the same when I did the Jeep engine, when I put all that together. I had an absolute blast working on that. And because, yeah, every engine is, well, basically all 4-stroke engines work the same, give or take. But it's the nuances, it's the little bits here and there that just make them different. And I enjoy it. Anyway, back to the electric. Well, I haven't actually done anything on the van today because I have been away collecting something. Ignore the alternator, that's for another project. But, pull it out there, I have a distributor. I'm pretty sure it is the correct one. But yeah, I was chatting with my buddy Nigel a few weeks ago. I said I needed a source of distributor. Anyway, I got a message from him last night. He said, "Hey, if you're over this way, call in, because I think I may have a distributor." He'd bought it. He's got one of the how do you pronounce this? Kugelwagen, the little wartime VW whatchamadoogeries. That looks better, doesn't it? And he'd bought this for that. And when he got it home, it was no good. So he says, yeah, if you want it, I'll bring it over and you can have it. Come over, you can have it. So phenomenal. Alternator there, I was also picking that up from my buddy Andy, because we've got a little project coming up with that. This is just for prototyping reasons. It won't actually be using this one, but I'll tell you in a later video. We've got a project coming up anyway. I'll be taking a break in a few weeks' time from the VW for about a week or so to get into another project. But it's not a long one, it's not a big one. It should only take maybe a week, assuming I can get all the bits in time. But anyway, that's by the by. The other thing that I've gotten hold of, and I don't know where I've put it, let me come back to you in a moment. So I've also picked these up. Now, obviously, I think I've mentioned it earlier in this video that I'm just messing about trying to get some working lights on the rear just for testing purposes. But these old housings, I clean them, I put a bulb in, it works for a moment, I look again, the bulb's not working. I'm not sure whether it's the bulb or whether it's a connection somewhere else. So I've been fighting with those for several days now. However, one of my other buddies is scrapping a Mazda something. It's a grey import anyway. And he said, if you're over here, if you want any bits off it, just grab them before it goes to the scrapyard. Wouldn't care. It's one of those weird little things. It's actually a really nice condition car, but it's blown a head gasket, and we've actually tried to get a head gasket for it, and the only place we can find one is actually getting one shipped from Japan. And quite frankly, the car isn't worth. It's just not worth the cost. I think it's a 2005, and although it's in really good condition, it's only worth about £300 or £400. And if you're going to spend it, by the time we get all of the gaskets and the other just little bits and pieces, only about £500. And it's just, the car's not worth it. And it's that simple. Anyway, what am I doing? Right. So what I did was, I took the backlights out basically. So we've got turn signal, indicator, turn signal. We've got stop and brake. That one I think the bulb's blown, but side light and fog light, and same there. Actually, I'm missing one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You get the idea. Yeah, that's basically what I've been up to today. I'm not actually going to be doing anything on the van, anything today. I'm just sorting out all of this out, and then I'll come back and make a fresh start first thing in the morning. But I am going to go and give the Mini a wash, because it looks like it's been down a rally stage, and it's a bit on the dirty side. I'm going to look to see what I've done with this. Yeah, the bulb holder as well. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an interior. Oh, I don't know why I've got a thing for taking interior lights. But yeah, I'm missing the bulb, so I'm going to look for that, and then I'm going to go wash the Mini. So there we have it. Yeah, obviously I had to stick the distributor on just to see what it looked like. But and I know these HT leads don't go down the front because there's a drive belt and everything there. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. What I'm going to do is I am going to put the electronic do-hingle in there, so it does have you know, just a little bit more up to date. Points and everything are fine. I mean, they've done well for well, probably getting on for a century at this point. But I just want a little bit more of the reliability of the electronics. So that's what I want to go with. But yeah, she's looking good. The only things I really need now, I did actually while I was looking for those HT leads. Obviously, I want to put new HT leads on, but I found a box with all new gaskets in for the exhaust system. So that's again puts me one step closer. Also, I do still need to find the drive pulley for the alternator. I've searched everything, I just don't think it's here, so I'm not entirely sure how much they are. I did look it up, they weren't that expensive, so I'll probably just order one of them. But I do have two flywheel pulleys, two crank pulleys. But anyway, this video is not about the engine, it's supposed to be about the electrics on the van, so I am going to move back to that tomorrow. But I was just, you know, it's one of those little victories. You've got to celebrate them every now and again with projects like this that go on for this long. It's just actually getting a distributor there. It's, yeah. Anyway, that's it for tonight. We'll catch you tomorrow. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I've just temporarily installed those bulb holders so we get everything. I just need to check the side lights. I do not have a brake light switch hooked up yet because I've still got to install that. Let's just try the side lights. Now, I think one of these bulbs is gone anyway. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I think the brake light works there, but the side light is burnt out, but that's okay. Well, I'm just going to switch the bulbs over just to double check them, but yeah, I think it's going to be fine. It's going to do what I need it to do anyway. That's the key to this. Let's turn that off and switch those bulbs over, and then I can just double check that the side is working. Right, there we go. It works. And that bulb I thought was blown when I've stuck it in that side, it actually works. So it doesn't matter. As I've said, this is all just an aid of testing. Right, so the only thing I've got left to do now is I've got to rear fog lights are still to do. The brake light. Now, obviously the wiring is in down the length of the van, but it's not hooked up yet at the front end of the cabin. I've got the horn, and I've also got the backup lights. Again, that's literally just to plug in. Then what I'll do is I'll just bridge the two contacts here, that's under this back end here. That will then just, it'll tell me if the lights are working or not. They should be, I mean, but anyway, I'm rabbiting. Let's just move along. And there we go, there's the backup light, or should that be the light? I'm not going to transfer the bulbs over. And just actually still have another one here. I should have another one. I might have another one. Let me just have a quick look, see if I've got another one. But yeah, like I say, well, actually, I'll swap them over because I know that one works. So let's put the bulb in over there just to be doubly sure that that connection works over there. There we go. Didn't have another bulb, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm just testing. So side light, number plate light. That's the next one to test. I had a bulb in my pocket for that. I'll find it. But yeah, that's the next one to test. That's not the correct one. This is just the one that I had that I just hooked up temporarily. And again, testing. But yeah, let's grab a bulb for that, and then we'll see. Just double check that works. And there we go. Got one number plate light. Right, so other than the brake lights, everything else on this back end now has tested and is working, so I am happy with that. Right, I think maybe let's head in, have a cup of coffee, and we'll come back out and we will start working on the remainder of the front, namely horn, stoplights, and what was the other one that I've forgotten? Horn, stoplights, and something else. yeah, we'll get there. I'm actually really tired today. I've had a couple of days. Went over to the shop for a little while, mostly just to hang out. As you've seen previously in this video, or earlier, I got a distributor for the engine. So, but it's just been a couple of days of just hanging out and, you know, so I'm really freaking tired. Anyway, let's go and grab a coffee or something and then we'll come back and get on with this. Need I say more? Well, on that bombshell, I think it's a good place to bring this video to a close. Yeah, I'd like to have had the van finished in this video, but obviously it's not going to happen today. It's got to be like this for at least another 4 to 5 days. And I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going to visit some friends for a while. And yeah, I would like to actually have a video up. Well, it's next week, but technically for you it'll be this week. Yeah. Well, at least 99% of it is done. I have been chatting with someone about replacing the indicator turn signal stalk. They do have one. I might, while I'm over that way, grab it. If not, the problem is they don't know if it works. So I'm taking a meter with me and I'll obviously try and test it the best I can while I'm over there. And if it's any good, I'll bring it back. If not, then I'm just going to dismantle that one again and see if I can just clean it up some more and get it working. Still no word on the rear lights yet. A couple of places that I've tried, they just don't have them in stock. They're not sure when they're coming into stock. They've got the lenses, they just don't have the backers, like the backing units. And I want to buy the whole units as one, because obviously it's going to be more expensive to buy the lenses and then buy the backs separately. So, but what I've got there, it's worked well enough for me to test the system, and it's okay for now. I don't actually need backlights in just yet, so I can hold off for them. Videos after this, I am probably going to start getting the transmission sorted out and getting the engine and everything put into place. In short, what I want to do is I want to have the van have the ability to start and move the van under its own power, and then I can start. I'll concentrate on the brakes, and yeah, we'll just basically take it from there. Now, one thing I am seriously considering, I want to put a diesel heater in this. However, I want to put the tank. I want to build a cupboard and put the tank in here and enclose it so that it's actually inside the cupboard. Actually, maybe bring a cupboard all the way up. I have seen what is it, the not the Devon, it's the Dorset or something, that has a closet here. But you might be asking what I'm going to do with the try that again in English. You might be asking what I'm going to do with the spare wheel. Well, I have come across a company who makes a spare wheel carrier for the later bays, and it fits in there, so you can mount your spare wheel up there, and that's what I'm going to go with. If I can find a photo, if I remember, I'll stick the photograph on here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's getting out in the rain at the moment. So yeah, but anyway, that's for future John to deal with. Today's John is going to spend the day in the house and hopefully editing this video. So we'll get it done. We will get it finished, but not today. Anyway, that's it for now. As always, thanks for following along. Come back and see me sometime. Take care and have a good one.